What's going on, guys? It's Bucky and welcome to your third C++ tutorial, and in this tutorial I want to go over a little more about printing text out on the screen. Now in the last tutorial you remember that we could use that special thing called cout, which was technically called the output object, and the less than sign, which was called the stream insertion operator, to print out text on the screen. And the way we did this is we added double quotes after, and whatever we printed out in these double quotes, like boy I love bacon, whatever we put inside those double quotes would just print out on the screen. So if we go ahead and we built and run this, we saw boy I love bacon right on the screen. Simple enough. But now what I want to go over is just a little more about cout, and I just want to make sure you guys understand how it works. So each function is made up of these things called statements, and typically people put one statement per line of code, and remember, all statements end with semicolons. So say we wanted to print out something else out on the screen, well, you'd write cout less than and write something else like and ham, just like that. So you might be thinking, alright, I got a feeling I know what this is going to do. On the first line it's going to print out boy I love bacon, and on the second line it's going to print out and ham, because you know that's how it appears in our code, so that's what it's going to do. But if you go ahead and build and run this, it says boy I love bacon and ham all on the same line of code. And if you're scratching your head saying, alright, why exactly does it do that? The reason it does that is because when you're using this thing called cout, it's called printing it out into a stream, and it pretty much takes all your characters and prints them out in the same stream. So whenever this stream is done, you're not telling it to move to a new line, you're just saying print out these characters and then stop right at the end of this line. So then this stream starts printing out, and again, you're not telling it anywhere to move to a new line. Computer programs are very picky, and they need to be told exactly what to do. So in order to move to a new line, we need to add a special symbol, I guess you would say, and the symbol is this. First of all, you need to add another stream insertion operator, and you can go ahead and write ENDL. What this means is end line. And now when we go ahead and build and run it, check what happens. It runs boy I love bacon, and then it runs end line, and before your stream insertion operator would be right here, but now since you said end line, it go ahead and it ends this line and it moves it to a next line. So basically all you have to remember is anytime you want to move to a new line, use the character endl, which is code word for end line. Now if you're saying, alright, that's easy enough to remember, so let me go ahead and show you something that might be even easier for you. Inside your quotation marks, if you go ahead and add \n, this is basically the same as adding a new line. \n is the code, I guess that all is code for go to a new line. So now it's going to say boy I love bacon, and then it's going to come across this thing called \n. It's going to say, hold on, what is this \n? Oh, I know what it is. It's the symbol to move to a new line. So this is basically just an alternative way to move to new lines. The only difference is when NL, you needed to add another insertion operator and then write NL right there. With a new line, you write it inside the quotation marks because it gets interpreted in a different kind of way. So let's go ahead and build and run this and just verify that, yep, boy I love bacon, new line, and ham. So again, like I said, whenever you want to print text out on a new line, you have to be very specific with C++ and tell it exactly what to do. And you can do this either using the NL or the new line that goes inside the quotation marks. So aside from this, you might be thinking, alright, so I printed this out and I got this on the next line, but what if I wanted a blank line in between these two? Well, all you would have to do is write new line, and then when you go ahead and you build and run this, it will say, alright, boy I love bacon, new line, and then it printed out and ham. Simple enough. Pretty cool, huh? And I guess one other thing I can show you is if you go ahead and do cout insertion operator, you can do things like this. Boy, new line, I, new line, love, new line, bacon, new line. So you know you're not only limited to one new line per statement. You can have multiple new lines in a single statement. So now it says boy, I love bacon. Pretty cool, huh? So that's all the basics I want to teach you guys for this tutorial. Again, I wanted to stress how to print out text on the screen, and also the stream insertion operator. It's basically this: each stream insertion resumes its printing out wherever the previous one stopped. So if you want to move it to a new line, you need to use one of these new line symbols, either NL or new line. So that's all I have for you guys in this tutorial. Now you should be a pro at printing text out on the screen. So we're not ready to bundle up this program and sell it to Microsoft yet, but hey, it's a start. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, go to my website, thenewboston.com, and ask me on my forum. So thank you guys for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next video.